Good morning, everyone. My name is Maria Civalero, and I am going to talk about the importance of education during this pandemic. My group and I thought about different solutions or alternatives to enrich the learning process and help both students and teachers. The solutions were completely virtual, a hybrid teaching, a kind of individual studies, and mine, completely attending school. We all know that education is the pillar of life, and high school is one of the most important parts of as it prepares you for the future and forms you as a person. Today, in this pandemic situation, this process is harmed, and we must find a way out in order to continue this course of action and improve in any aspect that we can. Schools and basically the entire world are paralyzed and paused by this situation, but for me, education can't be included in this group. Face to face interaction in education matters. According to the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, over 800 million learners around the world have been affected. 1 in 5 learners cannot attend school, 1 in 4 cannot attend higher education classes, and over 102 countries have ordered nationwide school closures, while 11 have implemented localized school closure. Do you think that this will go unnoticed in the future? Do you truly believe that we can keep going like this and do nothing about it? I don't. I believe that being able to to go to school is one of the most important features of education, as face-to-face learning process is much better and healthier than virtuality. The connection between teachers and students is essential for a good formation and a well development of concepts. Face to face interaction in education matters, and for this goal to be accomplished, there are certain preventive measures that include physical or social distancing, quarantine when having a close contact with someone infected, ventilations of indoor spaces, covering coughs and sneeze, and hand washing. Besides, the use of face masks or coverings have been recommended in public settings to minimize the risk of transmissions. With these methods and respecting every sanitary procedure, traditional education can be well developed, education can continue to improve, and students can understand the ideas and generate great results. So the idea will be to attend schools in turns. Primary and kindergarten are going to be separated from high school, and they will take turns to go to the institution. One group in the morning and the other in the afternoon. As there is going to be plenty of free space, the safety measures can be followed, and there won't be a problem with infected people increasing in cases. Face to face interaction in education matters, not only when teaching, but also economically. The economy is dynamic, schools can't be paralyzed. We live in a world in which the movement of people means money, and where the community not being able to get out of their homes to do their activities is crucial for the long term process formed by society. Consumption activates the economy, and students attending school increase that. Public transport, food, extracurricular activities, consumption. There are several workers that just function when schools are open: cooks, janitors, receptionists, headmisters, and among many others, school staff who help to accompany the educational process need traditional education to earn money and keep their jobs. So, face to face interaction in education matters. And considering the social benefits, it is important to remark the weight on communication and dialoguing between students and teachers and how the relationship grows thanks to that face to face interaction. It is essential to for the students learning process that their professor really knows them and understands each situation he or she has in order to accompany them and guide them in their entire process. So, besides, it is crucial that social interaction with other classmates and the joy of having a group or a team to learn on and count with, um, it is a way of liberating the mind and all the stress that school or situations at home can create. We are social entities. We need some interaction with other, or in order to succeed in our goals and to carry a healthy life. The alternative that my school took was a hybrid education, and that mixture between virtual classes and the face to face interaction was exhausting. Personally, the combination of both was kind of an extra weight, and as there was this feeling of finishing your activities for the day and having to keep studying and working either virtually or at school. So regarding the other schools in Córdoba, As the majority is simple schooling, it was 1 week in 1 week, so it was more relaxing and easy to follow. The protocols were to be separated in bubbles and the closure of them when needed. Before entering the school, they would measure the temperature and there was open spaces in the entire establishment. Regarding the other side of the globe, they took some other alternatives, for example, to attend school one day and study at home the next by groups. Clearly, their method was more effective as today they go to school normally and we don't, or even go or switch. So, face to face interaction is in education matters. So, in order to achieve this face to face reality, we must understand and strictly follow the protocols and prioritize the importance of personal interaction within while learning and all the positive aspects such as mental health and this method brings not only to the students but also to the teachers and every worker. We must create awareness on the government demonstrating all the positive aspects of traditional learning so as to generate an impact and results. Clearly, our protocols aren't the optimal ones, and therefore it is important for us to change some of them and adapt ourselves in order to ameliorate the situation. So, face to face interaction in education is important. Mental health in teenagers and kids is important. The students' learning process is important. And being conscious of all this is important. So, the traditional method of teaching and attending school is crucial for the formation of students and their preparation for life. I believe that we should make this change and take this risk with all the care and wisdom. This is the time to improve, and this is the time for us to picture that future and work hard to reach it. I truly think that my solution could help in every aspect and in every country. I am aware that there aren't the same opportunities around the globe, but I am also sure that this is a step that the world needs in order to go back to normal and in order to recreate that pillar of life, education. We need to take this risk.